Hey, and welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're stopping by. If you're seeing this as soon as I posted it, it means that you probably have your notification bell on, and I'm so thankful. I'm a little bit more soft-spoken than usual because I have a toothache because earlier in the day I took some ibuprofen, but I have a dental appointment very shortly. My face was so swollen yesterday, and the pain was so bad I felt it in my right ear, and it's a tooth down here. And because I don't know what's going to happen, I am preparing a dish that I think I may be able to eat or drink depending on what service is rendered on my mouth or a tooth. Hopefully it's only one that's a problem. So let me show you what I'm doing. As hot as the day is, I think what's going to be best for me is to make some soup. And whatever vegetables I'm going to put in this soup is going to be so tender, I'll be able to eat it. What kind of a soup I'm making today? I'm making a fish soup. That's one small red snapper that I chopped in 3 pieces that I'm going to boil until it starts to fall apart. I'm going to strain the broth so that if there are any bones, I can fish them out. And afterwards, I'm going to cut up, of course everything is going to be washed, my carrots, my sweet potato, my pumpkin, my chayote, and I always have to put a habanero pepper in, and I do have some garlic, some thyme, and some green onions. All of that's going into my soup. Once everything is cooked, I'm going to pull the meat apart and add the meat of the fish back into the soup. And Grace makes a fish flavored soup mix, which I'm going to put in the soup. But as I always do is I use a strainer to get the soup mix in without any of the noodles, because they always have noodles in the packet. And because I love the pumpkin flavor so much, I'm going to add a pumpkin soup mix in to the soup as well. So that's what I'm going to be fixing, so that when I'm back from the dentist, I have something already prepared that I can have. I will show you as I go along. It's just like making any other soup. I'm going to, like I said, cook the fish first by boiling it, so all the good flavor from the fish and then the nutrients from the fish. So I'll have a nice fish broth. I'll take them out so I can get the bones out. I'll add the vegetables and all the different seasonings. That's all I'm going to need. And of course, then I'm going to flavor it with all the goodness from these Grace flavored soup mix. So I have the fish pieces in the water, and I don't bring the water to a boil before I put it in. When I buy fish from the store, even though it says it's already fully cleaned, I run the knife over it to make sure the scales are removed. I go into the fish head and make sure all the gills and all the, in the head of the fish is removed. Rinse it in cold lemon or lime water if I don't have lime, just to remove the rawness from the fish, if I should say, but to also give it a good clean. So I'm gonna bring that to a boil. It's probably gonna be boiling for about a half an hour because it doesn't have to be fully cooked. It just has to get to the point where I can pull the bones out and separate the meat or the flesh of the fish to go in at the end. And while that's going, I'll start washing and cutting up all the veggies and the seasonings that are going in to this pot. So I've removed the fish from the pot. Now I'm going to debone it. I have added all the aromatics. I've added thyme, green onions, a whole habanero pepper, and about 4 cloves of garlic. And that's going to cook for about, I'm gonna say 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'm gonna add all the veggies. Okay, that's turnip, chayote, sweet potatoes, and pumpkin. And some carrots gonna go in here. Once the veggies are tender, I will add the flesh of the fish back in and the fish flavored soup mix and one of the pumpkin. And that should be enough. No salt will be added to this pot because I'm also going to add this powdered seasoning. It's a seafood seasoning called Under the Ocean by Spice Jamaica. I don't think I'm gonna need to add any salt, but we'll see. So here we go. I have removed all the bones and I've also removed the skin. And this is the flesh of the fish, all cleaned up, no bones, at least I hope. And I like using red snapper because red snapper usually has big enough bones that you could feel for them. So now this is going to be set aside. I will discard this, and it's about 18 minutes that the aromatics have been boiling. So here we go. All the veggies are in this pot. I'm going to let this cook for about 30 to 35 minutes because I really want everything to be so tender it's falling apart, almost totally boiled out into the soup, because this has to be something that I can eat when I'm back from my dental visit. Here is the deal. Depending on what they do, I might only be able to have like applesauce or a smoothie. I'm not gonna have a smoothie, and I'd rather have something that's nourishing. I'll take my time through it. And I'm trying my best not to stray from the healthy eating that I've been doing. I try to prepare meals that is in the plan of my diabetic living, my type 2 diabetic living. I am trying to get to the point where I am below 5.4, so I'm not even considered pre-diabetic anymore. Very soon, they'll tell me, you're not even diabetic. That's where because it can be reversed. I've learned type 2 diabetes can be reversed, and that's my goal. So I'm gonna cover this and let it keep cooking. The next time you see me, I will either be adding the fish or preparing a bowl. This may be after my dental visit today. I am on my way to the dentist right now. So as I make my way to the dentist, I figure I'd tell you how I got into this predicament. Memorial Day weekend, I bought cherries. I love cherries. And they're much like grapes, where as a diabetic they tell you 10 grapes is the max you should have in any one day. Maybe, as far as I'm concerned, for the week. That's just me saying that. But who sits and eats 10 grapes? I don't know who can do that. I was sitting at my desk and I'm working and I'm eating cherries. And somehow or the other, I bit on a cherry pit or the seed, whatever you call it. I bit down on one, and pain reverberated through my entire head, through my brain, out from the top of my head. I felt it in my ears. I think I probably cracked a tooth. Or I don't know if I don't think I lost the filling and I bit down it. I don't think I have. But whatever tooth I bit down on that seed with, it jacked up a tooth somewhere along here. And ever since that day, if I brush too hard right there, it hurts. If I drink hot tea, it hurts. Sometimes when I brush and I'm, washing my mouth out, I have to make the water very tepid between a little bit. It has to be a little bit less than warm, just tepid. I really have to be gingerly. Somehow I feel like I'm going the wrong place. Yes, I am. I'm going in the wrong direction for this dentist. So I'm going to turn around and go the other way. I'm talking and I forgot where this dentist was located. Good thing I left with sufficient time so that if I have paperwork to fill out, because this is the first time I'm actually going into this dental office. Oops. Yeah, so for the last 3 days I've had to take ibuprofen, especially at night. Thank goodness I had an appointment. I'm gonna go check this out. I'm hoping it's not gonna be anything major. I'm really hoping it's nothing major. So I do pray that this experience is not a bad one. But I will see you when I get out of this dental office. I may not be able to talk to you, but I'll show my face. I am back from my dental visit. It is kind of what I expected, but turns out I will need a root canal, but I have to start some antibiotics before I can do a root canal. That's how bad it is. I was not able to do a cleaning today, which I wanted to get, because just them doing x-rays and pulling my mouth back and opening it wide enough for them to do all their different x-rays and examination just irritated the whole thing even more. So I'm gonna start my antibiotics now. I definitely will be able to have my fish soup, which was not finished before I left, and it's still cooking because I was able to turn my burner way down, and I don't live very far from the dental office. it's definitely affecting my speech. The entire thing hurts. So enough of me talking. I'm gonna finish cooking, and then I'm going to have some soup. I'm gonna change out of these dental office clothing, and I'm gonna climb in bed. But I'm gonna show you the finished product of the fish soup that I made, or I'm making. That's what my fish soup looks like right now. So I thought about using one of the pumpkin and one of the fish soup mix, but I'm just gonna use 2 of the fish soup mix. Just gonna sift it into the pot so that I don't get the noodles in. But I'm gonna have to help myself with a fork to break up some of the flavor. Now it's in there, so I'm just gonna stir it around a bit. And I don't know, most people who make this do not put pumpkin or sweet potatoes in there. They just do other vegetables, but because I love pumpkin and sweet potatoes, I put it in most of the soups I make. So now, because all the vegetables are pretty much cooked, I'm gonna add the fish. So hang tight. It's a new day, and I'm back to the dentist this morning because yesterday they were not able to do a cleaning. They started me on antibiotics, and they will do the cleaning today. I don't know when, and I have to go back over this paperwork with them because they took some x-rays and they went over the charts, and I'm getting a deep cleaning today, and the entire plan was for this is $1,958. $1,958. That's what taking some x-rays and getting a cleaning done. Okay? Now my insurance is gonna cover a portion of this, but usually my insurance gives you 2 cleanings for the year. I'm going to ask them, after paying so much for this, the next time I go back for a cleaning at the end of the year, what am I gonna have to pay? My out-of-pocket was about $200 and something. Before, when I did a cleaning, I had absolutely zero out-of-pocket. Let's go. This is just crazy. This is the fish soup that I made yesterday. See the chunks of fish in here and all the veggies? Well, I wasn't able to have it yesterday. And I actually did go back to the dentist today and had my cleaning, but it was the most painful cleaning I've ever done. So I'm gonna have this soup, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you about my dental experience. But I have to have this soup only on the left side of my mouth because the tooth that is absolutely agonizingly painful when anything touches it is on the right or the lower bottom right of my jaw. So I'll come back to you. I am getting ready for bed, and I had to come and finish this video, and I wanted to show you something. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. I'm holding it close. Can you see that figure? Let's see. Right here, it says $1,958. and I think 58. Yes, that figure says $1,958. And what's in red is what they're considering the estimated amount that will be covered by the insurance. My out-of-pocket would have been, or was, $238. Don't worry about the scribbling down here. That's what it's gonna cost me for a root canal after my insurance plan covers it. And I'm going to need a crown. So that $1,958 was what the dental office charged to do an examination of my mouth, and they took x-rays. So it was x-rays, examination, and a cleaning. Now, my dental insurance covers 2 cleanings each year, 100%, okay? But according to them, they were doing a deep cleaning. I was in so much pain that I was just signing stuff. I know. I thought when I walked into the office, they were going to tell me I needed a fill-in done right away. I thought that they were going to tell me possibly that they had to extract a tooth. That's how much pain, because I'm telling you, my face was swollen. They were not able to do the cleaning the same day. So I went on Thursday and I had to go back Friday morning to do the cleaning. And it was the most excruciating cleaning I've ever been through, because they had to pull my jaw so that they could get back there to do, you know, all that scraping they do when they take care of plaque and all that good stuff. But it was so sensitive back there that I was writhing in pain. But I'm just saying, I have never, my insurance company has never been billed for x-rays and cleaning for almost $2,000, never. And when they were done with the deep cleaning, I said to myself, this is exactly what the other dental office did on a regular. There was nothing deep cleaning about it. Now, I was told that that tooth that's been so sensitive that I need to do a root canal, and you're gonna have to remove that filling, do the root canal, replace the filling, I guess, and then put a crown on. And the cost of doing that, the root after insurance for the root canal would be $1,364 out of pocket, and the crown, out of pocket cost for the crown would be $2,028. I have premium dental insurance. I'm on antibiotics. Nobody can touch this right now to do a root canal. I'm on antibiotics. When they're done, I'm going to wait a few months. I'm gonna see what the antibiotics does, but I'm going to my bed right now, and I have to take a pain pill because it is so painful. I drank that soup. I showed you my fish soup that I made the day before, and I had that. I like to drink my soup and my teas, and if I'm drinking coffee, it has to be so hot you can see the steam. I was not able to do that. It was warm. Ugh, that's insipid to me, but I have to eat. So that's what I did. Needless to say, I'm ranting and carrying on because I don't know what the average Joe who does not have health insurance, or when you retire, how much folks pay in premium and the cost for health insurance. It's very, very expensive. So I'm putting things into perspective, and I'm making sure that I'm taking care of my teeth, because I want to make sure when I do retire, God's willing, that day will come 7 years from now. I will be able to finance my retirement life. You saw how I made my fish soup. It was very delicious. I'm signing off. Remember to share this video. Tell me about your experiences with dental. Leave a comment. Tell me what you do for dental insurance. Give me your experience. Share this video, and I will see you tomorrow, because my garden is looking good, and I did plant some more, some companion plants. I am hoping it rains tonight so that they get a really nice drenching, but garden season is in full swing. Hope this tooth gets better. See you next time in another video, and thanks for stopping by at Linda's Daughter Donna. Sorry, all videos are not upbeat. I'm so sorry. Love you, friends. Oh, by the way, I have some new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I hope you go back in the content, see the journey that I am on. This is a wellness journey. I am losing weight, not fast, very slowly. When I go out to eat, I choose wisely. I walk, I lift weights, whether it's lifting up heavy soil by myself or actual dumbbells. So I'm doing things to help myself get much stronger.